Hi friends, Roy Huntington here. Welcome to another First Look. Today we're going to look at something Springfield recently announced, which is their XDM Elite Compact. So another in the growing series of XD pistols, and for good reason actually, because they're really good guns. They're affordable, they're accurate, they're reliable. I mean, what's not to like? This latest one has a 3.8-inch hammer forged barrel, ambi-slide stop, which I think is pretty cool, one on each side, which actually can be handy. Yes, lefties, they're listening. I like the bigger serrations on the slide. They're a little easier to find, I think, and they're very definitive. Your fingers kind of fit into them really well, and I found this a lot easier to run, at least for me. It's got an extended 14-round magazine. It's got a removable mag well, which is kind of an interesting and unique feature, and so I'm going to play a little bit with shooting it without it, shooting it with it, and see what I like. It's got the inserts on the back on the grip, so you can change it to fit your hand, which is good because I have smallish hands, and I usually end up going with the small ones. It's got a loaded chamber indicator on the top, which is handy if there's a cartridge in the chamber. And that just tells you there's a cartridge in the chamber. You don't know if it's, a live round or an empty round, but at least that does alert you. It's got something called a META, M-E-T-A, which is Springfield talk for a match-enhanced trigger assembly. That's what it is. Basically, it's kind of like a tuned and fit trigger system. And I have to say, it gives this XD more of a crispy trigger. It's not like the kind of mushy polymer guns that we're used to. This is very much more like, say, a good 1911 trigger. So I was real impressed by it. Let's see, it's 27 ounces, unloaded. It's got a good fiber optic front sight, really bold front sight, and I like that big U in the rear, so you just plop the round front in the big U, and there you go, you're good to go, especially when you can't see like me anymore. It's $559 MSRP, and I played with it a little bit so far, and like all XD series pistols, like I said, it just shoots like a laser beam. So speaking of which, let's shoot it a little bit and see what happens. I've got a target placed at about 15 yards, and so I'll just put a magazine through, just kind of shoot it casually so you can see it go bang. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're geared up here, eyes and ears, targets at 15 yards, safe backstop, all that kind of stuff. Let's just shoot it a little bit, and it'll give you a sense of kind of what it looks like, how it jumps in my hand and stuff like that. I'll shoot a little bit on the fast side, and I've noticed that it shoots a little bit left. I haven't adjusted the sights yet, so let's see what happens at 15 yards. Okay, here we go. Okay, empty gun. Well, you know what? I have to say, this is sort of a big, medium-sized gun, and that really helps when it comes to control and accuracy. You get a little more hand on the gun, unlike a smaller gun, say like their Hellcat or something, which I carry and I like. But that little bit bigger gun has a lot going for it, and I think it really proves itself in a situation like this. Well, that was literally a first look at Springfield Armory's XDM Elite Compact. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. Remember, take a new shooter shooting. Remember the 4 firearm safety rules. And I'll see you the next time on our next First Look.